Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. You don't know it's the boy SAE. Bless upon yourself and thank you all for tuning in. Some wonderful people, we have a story we really want to share with you guys as regard to Andre Russell, who was in an interview, where he accused the West Indies of pushing him out of Test cricket. It wasn't of his free will that he didn't want to play Test cricket. Just the West Indies system and who were in charge at the moment pushed him out after just playing one Test match. And this kind of would have hurt him in a sense where he always believed in Test cricket, but he just never get the opportunity to play. And recently Virat Kohli was in an interview, guys, and he spoke some things about West Indies, as regard to Test players, and Andre Russell wasn't, pleasing with it, because he in the interview he said the system has really made him who he is. In a sense, we're pushing him out, and he also mentioned other players like the Blackwood and the Craig Brathwaite, who the system has really bantered, But my people, if it's the first time on the channel, guys, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell. I was just talking away, guys, without even tell you guys to subscribe. You understand? So deal with that, guys, and like up the video, guys. So let's get back on track, right? I knew it's surfacing around the media, guys, as regards to Andrea Russell and Virat Kohli. Andrea Russell hit back at Virat Kohli comments, talking about. Up till now, I can't really see the comment that Virat Kohli made, but they're saying that it was deleted. I don't know if that's true because Andrea Russell was really upset, speaking about West Indian players, in a sense where West Indies produce a lot of T20 players, guys, and it's I'm gonna let you hear what Andrew Russell said in the interview, guys. I already recorded the audio. I'm gonna play it down further in the video so you guys have to watch longer to hear what Andrew Russell said, right? So as regards to test playing, India, Andrew Russell said that India can support their test players. West Indies can't support the test players. So hence the West Indies players who are willing to play test cricket have to find other alternative to make a living in life, because at the end of the day, guys, you're not going to really stick around a place where you're not going to get called up to any other team, apart from playing test cricket. And the system set it away where players like Brathwaite and players like the Blackwood is really sorry for them, or feel is pain for them, because at the end of the day, the system has really wrecked them, because they are basically labeled as just test players. You understand? He's saying that he wanted to play test and he wanted to be a test player, but at the end of the day, guys, the West Indies pushing out and he didn't leave on his own. The West Indies are to blame for that. But he went on to be one of the greatest T20 player ever, smashing, sixes and, picking up wickets, as one of the greatest ever all-rounder to ever play the game of T20. And he has no regrets, guys, He said, honestly, his life couldn't be better, because they open another door for him, turning him into a freelancer, playing leagues across the world, various places, all around the world. I can say over 15 years, guys, he has been doing this, and he have no regret. But at the end of the day, it's still played on his mind, when people talk down on West Indies test players or West Indies players overall. But it is what it is, and you just have to accept it, guys, and just move on from it. So let's hear what Andrew Russell had to say after Virat Kohli made a comment about West Indies test players. Andre Russell's accusation: India looks after test players. I was pushed out. Some people, all-rounder Andre Russell has accused the West Indies of pushing him out of the test set up by boxing him as a white ball specialist. The hard-hitting batter, who is considered one of the best to ever grace the IPL, said he has always believed in test cricket and never turned his back on it till the time it was in his control. Russell made his test debut before other formats, scoring 2 runs and taking a wicket against Sri Lanka in Gully in 2010. He never played red ball international again, becoming an ODI and T20 international specialist and eventually a freelancer. globe trotting around various leagues. My people, this came right after Virat Kohli comment, guys, in the IPL, after winning the IPL. West Indies all-rounder has no regret though, about being sought after T20 freelancer, as he genuinely believes that Test cricket was never meant to be part of his cricketing journey. Even though he said that West Indies push him out, guys, he has no regret, guys, because either he made a living out of T20 cricket. He said, honestly, no, I believe in Test cricket, but at the end of the day, I am a professional. It wasn't part of my journey. I have no regrets because it wasn't me that turned my back. Russell told The Guardian ahead of West Indies T20 series against England, my people. So, even though he's upset, guys, that the fact that he was looked down and for playing Test cricket, or West Indies never give him the opportunity to play Test cricket, he still believed that, hey, I still made something of myself at the end of the day playing international cricket, not because the West Indies turned their back on me or pushed me out of the Test squad, and forced me into a role where I had to turn to T20 cricket and ODI cricket and eventually become a freelancer. I'm still grateful that I made something in my life, I have no regret, but Test cricket just wasn't for me, and West Indies helped push me out, It's never of my free will that I left them, it was all the West Indies' fault that, hey, they turned their backs on me and pushed me out, saying that I'm not a Test player after just making 2 runs and picked up a wicket versus Sri Lanka in my first Test. They never really gave him any more chances, guys, and this came in as Andrea Russell created history as one of the greatest T20 all-rounder to ever play the game, and that's something that he's proud of, and he will always be proud of. Nobody can take that away from him. So there you have it, my wonderful people. Andrew Russell saying that he was forced to not play Test cricket, or in a sense where they stifling him and push him, or labeling him as just a T20 and an ODI player, and he has no regrets, at the end of the day, it is what it is, he has really went on to really create something, and he's happy, he can financially support himself and his family, because Test cricket, in West Indies, just playing Test cricket won't satisfy or won't fulfill your potential, because of the system, they label you as just one type of player, and you won't be able to be financially stable enough, as how you'd have wanted to go on and play other leagues, and so the players like Brathwaite and the Black, they really have it hard, to just be labeled as strictly Test player, and they haven't really seen the world as yet or experienced different type of cricket, they're just Test cricketer, and that really, in a sense, has really stifled them, or they are falling to the system set in the West Indies. Well, my people, leave your honest thoughts down below, people. Are you agreeing or disagreeing with what Andrea Russell had to say? All right, bless upon yourself.